Thank you so much. Good evening and hi. Are you in a good mood?
Yes!
Oh, why shouldn't you in a good mood? You're out at a show, you're with your friends. Probably makes your day, doesn't it? It is someone like the littlest things could totally make your day. You know, did you ever put on a pair of jeans and find money in it? Oh man, it's like you won the lottery. It's awesome. The littlest things can make your, or ruin your day. Sometimes the littlest things completely ruin your. Anybody ever tell you you look tired when you're not tired? You're like, hey, you look tired. Slept 18 hours, drank a pot of coffee. I've never been more awake. Then they try to back it up. No, maybe it's the shadows. You spend the whole day now just go, oh, don't look at me. I'm awful, don't look at me. Oh my goodness. I love going out and seeing groups of friends. That's the best thing, especially if you have a big group of friends. The dynamic of groups of friends crack me up because of every group of friends, there's always one guy in the group that nobody has idea how he got in the group. There's always that, I thought he was your friend. Wasn't my friend. How did I get it? And if you think you don't have someone like that in your group, it's you. It's like you showed up one day. Hi, I'm in your group. Where are we going? I got a guy in our group like that. He's an idiot. We keep him around to make fun of him. He cracks me up because he always gives professional advice, but he always has to tell you he's not a professional before he. It's like, I'm no lawyer, but that's an open and shut case. Just said you're not a lawyer. I'm no doctor, but that's a tumor. Should get that looked at. Maybe I will by a lawyer or a doctor, somebody. The other day, he came over to me, he goes, hey, Jeff, guess what I did today? I went skydiving. Yep, I'm a skydiver. That's what I do now. I'm a skydiver. People ask me what I do. Tell them skydiving. I'm a skydiver. I said, what, you could just do that? Oh, yeah, just did it. I'm a skydiver. I said, don't you have to take a class or something? Because no, I went tandem skydiving. So what's that? Because, well, you strap yourself to another guy, and then you both go out. I go, do you pull the ripcord? He goes, oh, no, he pulls it. I'm a skydiver. You're not a sky. He's the skydiver. He's just wearing you at this point. You're an accessory. That's what you are. I'm a skydiver. You can't strap yourself to another person, and then you're now that. You know, there's no lawyer. Objection. On what grounds? Tell him, Larry. Say hearsay. Mrs. Smith, we got your results back. I'm going to recommend surgery, unless you'd like a second opinion. Oh my gosh, I love groups of friends coming out and having. You got to have fun, don't you think? Life is too serious. You got to. Yeah. Oh my goodness, yeah, you got to. Oh, you gotta find fun wherever you can get it. I like to have like everyday fun. That's the best type of fun. I like to go to McDonald's and pay the kid behind the counter with cash and change, and then watch his head explode. Oh, it's 7:13. Here's 11:42. I like to go to Starbucks and give them a different name to put on the cup, because they always mess it up anyways, you know. Might as well have some fun. I have a cappuccino. My name is Lorby. Last name is Woodya. I got my coffee. Lord be with you. Everybody in Starbucks yells out, and also with you. Do you ever get on the bathroom scale before and after you poop? Oh, that's like a video game for people over 40. You gotta have fun. My buddies and I, we were in Boston one time. We went to this place called Quincy Market. And Quincy Market is a giant warehouse, and it's just packed. It's like 2 football fields long. It's just packed with like food kiosks. So there's like, you know, there's like a Mexican food next to an Italian station, and then a Chinese food, and then cookies and cakes. It goes on forever, and it's just packed every day with people looking to eat. And sometimes there's music outside, so it's kind of a fun gathering place. So I go there with my friends, and we're just overwhelmed by all the food, and it's just packed. And I see the sign for clam chowder, and I love chowder. So I hit my friend and go, I like chowder. And they took off. I hit a complete stranger. I'm just like, I like chowder. He's like, okay. So I follow him around the rest of the day. I like pizza. He bought me a pizza. It was great. I like cookies. He got me a cookie. It was a great day. Oh my gosh. I like to be out here. I like to, I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I'm married. I'm happily married. I have 3 sons. I have all boys. I got 3 sons. My firstborn hates taking a bath. That's his big thing. He just hates it. So I got to do it for him. I always got to throw him in the tub and scrub behind his ears. And he screams the whole time because he's 31. And he's like, how did you get into my house? His wife is like, this is so inappropriate. I'm like, you missed a spot. I don't know if it's a generational thing. He doesn't like to call. He only texts. I don't know what it is. He just only texts. And I hate texting because I'm not very good at it. He texts me one and he goes, hey, Dad, what you up to? So I go, oh, he's got his phone. I'll give him a call. So I call him. He doesn't pick up. He sends me a text. Sorry, I can't talk right now. I'm like, you are talking right now. So fine, I got a text. I said, okay, what are you doing? And he goes, I'm at the veterinarian with Elliot. He has this really old dog named Elliot. He's really old. I have an old dog. I have a really old dog. She's like really old. You know your dog's really old when you look at other dogs and go, hey, we should get one of those next time. I know it's hard. It's a good thing we don't do that with people. That'd be horrible, wouldn't it? You go visit your grandma on the way home, you see a middle-aged woman. Hey, we should get to know her. You want to join our group? So anyways, I said, okay, what are you doing? He goes, I'm at the veterinarian with Elliot, and he's really, really sick, and I'm afraid this could be it. And so then he sent a sad emoji, So I go, oh, he wants to do the emoji thing. I'll do that. So I went to hit the sad till you're crying emoji, but I hit the laughing till you're crying emoji. I know, he's like, my dog is dying, and he thinks I'm going, that's hilarious. So then he sends the angry emoji, Now I'm trying to find the emoji that shows Dad has no clue what he's doing. So I hit the dad face, but unfortunately it's the Pinocchio, you're lying face. So finally he calls my phone, and I don't pick up. I sent him a text. Sorry, I can't talk right now. That's the only way I can get him to call me, by sending him wrong emojis, Hey, Daddy, when you back in town? Monkey. He's like me, though. He likes to have fun. We went out one time. We were out to dinner. We went to this restaurant, and I went to the bathroom. It was one of those single-person bathrooms, and it was locked. A fellow was in there. That's happened to you in your life, right? Somebody jiggle the door when you're in there? What do you say? I'm in here. Occupied. I jiggle the door. The guy goes, what do you want? I'm looking for someone to share my dreams with. Can I join your group? Our youngest boy, I'm kind of an old dad. I had a baby when I turned 50. Why? Because I want to go to a graduation in a wheelchair. Daddy, I graduated. I'm so proud of you. Thank you, Daddy. Thank you, Daddy. Now, my youngest is a great example of how my wife and I totally raise our kids differently. Like the other day, my youngest, he goes, Daddy, do you want to know what I want to be when I grow up? I said, no, Teddy, what do you want to be? He goes, I want to be a ninja. And I'm like, well, it's not really a job, And all of a sudden my wife jumps in, don't discourage him. I'm not discouraging him. Do you know what a ninja is? It's an assassin. I don't want to be an assassin. She's like, he can be anything he wants to be. I'm like, well, wait a minute. I saw him playing with dog poop in the backyard, okay? I'm pretty sure anything is already off the table at this point. Don't discourage him. I go, fine, he can be an assassin. Honey, how was your day? Great, I killed 3 people with throwing stars. Just right there. I got them all back. Didn't lose a single star. It was a good day. My middle kid, is Patrick, and he's 11 years old, and he's a really good athlete. He's a funny kid, too, but he's a really good athlete. And I went to his basketball game one time, and it was a really weird experience because they tipped the ball, he got the ball right away, dribbled, threw the ball up, made a basket. I'm so excited, I almost start crying, and then I look at the scoreboard, 0-0. And I'm like, ah! And I hit one of the moms, I go, my kid, he scored? She goes, we don't keep score for the children. I said, this isn't basketball. Now it's just idiots running around with a ball and nothing happens. That's not basketball, that's soccer. I try to be a good dad. I think that's the best job in the world is being a dad. I had a great dad. I love my dad. My dad passed away, and when we had a great funeral for him. He would have loved it. And the weird thing about having a funeral is like when someone passes away, apparently if they want to have a viewing, you're supposed to give them a good picture of the person so they can make them up. We could not find a good picture for my dad because he didn't like his picture being taken. So I'm looking all over for a picture and I could only find one good picture, and it was when I was a kid and he took us out trick-or-treating for Halloween. And I thought, okay, it's in color, it's in focus, I'll give him this picture, and it's kind of how I want to remember him, young and strong, you know? So I gave him that picture. Big mistake. We go there for the viewing, and there's Dad laying there peacefully in his black suit. Darth Vader mask on his face. And they couldn't close the lid because the lightsaber kept sticking out. I like being a dad. My dad was a hard worker. This is a good job. I love having this job. This is a fun job. This is not the hardest job in the world. Not the easiest job in the world. Easiest job clearly has to be Walmart greeter. Y'all go to Walmart? Oh, I am handsome in Walmart. Are you kidding me? I love you walk in there, you know, people are going, signing my autographs. You got a full set of teeth. You must be in the movies. I like when you go in there because a guy greets you, says, hi, welcome to Walmart. That's his job. That's his job. That means that guy had to fill out an application and pass an interview. Can you imagine the people that failed the interview? All right, say, welcome to Walmart. Welcome, Mallmart. To Mart Wall. Welcome to Mall. To Mart Wall. Welcome to, you don't have to do it. I can do it. Welcome to Mart Wall. Welcome, bring the next guy in. Say, welcome to Walmart. Target's better. Get him out of here. My dad was a hard worker. He had all sorts of weird jobs. That's the weirdest thing is, you know. And you know one thing that cracked me up about my dad, one thing that I got from my dad, because he was a snorer. I don't know if any of these ladies are married to a snorer. My dad could snore. He's one of those guys that will snore so loud that he wakes himself up. Do you know those guys will be just laying there? Just... What? Dad, there was a pig in here. Didn't you hear him? Sometimes my dad does that pause in between the snore. Where you think that a stroke and died on you all of a sudden? What? Dad, there was a pig having a stroke in here. I'm a big fast snorer too. I will admit to that. I'm a different type of snorers. Ladies, you know there are different types. I'm what is called a smacker. We sound like we have peanut butter on the roof of our mouths. Skippy. My oldest brother Rick is our favorite type of snorer. It's what we call the joker. Joker sounds like the peanut butter got stuck deep in his throat. got a good rhythm going. We could all dance to it. Scariest thing in the world. Anybody ever try to take the remote control away from a sleeping person? It's like sneaking up on a landmine, isn't it? Because you got that thought in your head, oh, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna watch any show. I was watching that. You were sleeping. I was listening to it. Ladies, you ever notice a man will never get his lazy butt off the couch to change the batteries no matter how dead they are? Honey, can you come down here? My daddy loves all these silly shows. He loved the Home Shopping Network. Bought every horrible... He bought this thing called the Abdominizer. You ever seen this? A belt you wear around your belly, shoots electric volts into your stomach. They say you can wear it under your clothes. No one will know the difference. How hard are these people to pick out of a crowd? Weird having jobs. One thing I was thinking about today was getting a job was the weirdest thing. Because especially when you're a kid, you know, because you go everywhere, you have no skills, so you got to fill out applications, and sometimes they're not hiring. They'll go, we'll keep it on file, we'll give you a call, and they never call you back. Except for one time, I got a call back 5 years later. I got a call. The guy goes, hello, this is Gary from Stereo City. I'm like, okay. I don't really need a stereo. He goes, no, you came in looking for a job? I'm like, I did? I said, when was this? And I can hear him rustling his papers. It's like 5 years. He goes, oh, it's been a while. He goes, you still interested? What am I waiting by the phone for 5 years? Gary? Ooh, maybe tomorrow. Gary? The worst job I think I ever had was one of my first jobs. I worked in fast food. Anybody ever work in fast food? Oh, that's the worst, yeah. We're filming, so I shouldn't probably name the place that I worked. So I'll just tell you it rhymes with Wendy's. And Wendy's was the first job. First of all, you're working with goofs. The people that work there are goofs. You're a goof. The people going through the drive-thru, these are brainless goofs. It's always like, what's a single? That's a burger with one patty. Well, what's a triple? That's three patties. Well, which one's a double? That's two patties. Can I have cheese on any? Yes, you can have cheese. Which one comes with cheese? They all come with cheese. If I get two singles, is that a double? No, it's two separate sandwiches. I don't want a sandwich. I want a burger. They're all burgers. What do you think? Can you read that back to me? You haven't ordered anything yet. Where should I go? Go home and don't reproduce. You know? And then that job was the first job I ever had where I worked with that one coworker. Everybody here has had that one job where you had that one coworker that made you think, you know, I used to be against the death penalty, but some people, they gotta go. We worked with this one girl, this evil little troll named Debbie. She was this little Satan, little fat little. And I hate that her name was Debbie because I have a twin sister named Debbie, and it almost ruined. I love my twin sister, and people have actually said, "Really, you got a twin sister? Are you identical?" One guy said, do you know what she's thinking? Because I know sometimes twins, they have this connection, this psychic thing. You know what you're thinking. Do you know what she's thinking? I'm like, I do. She thinks you're an idiot. Anyway, so we worked with Debbie, and she was the kind of person that would come up to you and go, hey, Jeff, the manager's kind of a jerk, don't you think? And you're like, I guess so. Then she'd go to the manager, hey, Jeff just called you a jerk. I can't forget, Debbie, I put a stairs on her. Yeah, but one day, Debbie got hers. One day, right at lunch hour when it was just packed, Debbie walks to the front carrying this huge tray of like melted cheese and butter. And she hit this like grease spot on the floor, flew up in the air, hits the ground. This lava of cheese and butter fall on her legs. She gets up, rips her pants off, starts screaming in pain, which is not funny. But the way she screamed, hilarious. She ran up and would not scream until she made eye contact with another person. The best part, all the people in the front see this half-naked, cheese-covered troll screaming. And they just go, yeah. Anyways, a burger with fries. She was evil. You know, the big guy smote her. That was a smoting. I tell you that. You know, they say you see miracles every day, and you do, but you don't see a smoting every day. The hardest part about, I guess, about this job as being a comedian right now is the whole political correctness thing. You know, the whole, triggered. I'm triggered. How was the show? It was good till I got triggered. I got triggered. Nope, I got triggered. And you think that the older people would be the ones that get easily offended. No, it's the college-age little monkeys. Any college-age people here? Yeah, no one likes you, okay? Kids, they spend $100,000 a year to get a degree in Ukrainian pottery and don't understand why they can't get a job. They're like, I got a degree in French literature, and the rest of us are like, yeah, like I was saying, I wanted a Whopper, large fries. Oh, I'm sorry, French, Whopper. Anyways, I'm doing this show outside the University of Michigan, and this girl comes up to me, chases me after the show. She goes, excuse me, I need to speak to you. I'm like, no, you don't. She goes, I was very offended by something you said. And I'm like, I don't care. But then it made me curious. What could I have possibly said that made her so upset? I said, okay, what did I say? She goes, at the end of the night, you said good night and God bless. I'm like, yes, I said that. She goes, we really don't need you pushing your religious agenda. Yeah, that's when I stopped listening. The rest of it sounded like a... And I'm walking away and she's following me. God bless it. And right in the middle of her rant, she goes, God bless it. Achoo! Yeah, I almost said it. She's looking at me, come on, say it, come on, say it. So I'm not gonna say God bless, that's gonna upset her all over again, I'm not gonna say Gesundheit. What if she's Jewish? Now I'm throwing German phrases in her. So she's looking at me, come on, say something, and I look her in the eye, and I open my mouth, and it just came out. I said, be gone, Satan's pig. The problem with us comedians, because we don't know we crossed the line until we crossed it. And then it's too darn late after that point. I'll leave you with this little story. This happened to me not too long ago. I was working in Las Vegas, and we had 3 hours in between shows. So I went down to the lounge to watch this one band that was playing. It was a great band. So I'm sitting there all by myself at the end of this bar watching this band play. And there's nobody else except for way at the other end is one of those, is a girl. And she sees me and she starts walking over and, it's Vegas. And I'm thinking she's one of those, call girls. And now I'm really uncomfortable because I'm happily married. I don't want to have this conversation. And then I start feeling bad for her because I'm sure this is not her dream job. It's nothing like the pamphlet, And I'm trying to think of what to say, and I'm really uncomfortable, and before I could think of what to say, she comes over, taps me on the shoulder, she goes, hi, would you like a date? And I just said, I have diarrhea. I don't know why I said that. You guys have been a lot of fun. Thanks so much for coming out. Good night.